Hello everyone, welcome, Lemmy424 here, and today we are playing Crusader Kings 3, the Ironman challenge. Now, we had some minor technical difficulties in the last stream where the tournament was not working. I have found the way around that. So today, we will be able to play, and if the game crashes, when I don't even know what we'll be doing. Be doing something. Yo, OG Tudor, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, last episode I was taking it to the Catholics. We pushed them out. We pushed them back. Apparently one of my councillors had died. I think we just assigned this guy. Probably want to keep some of our powerful councils on. I'm at the stage now where I'm quite big and I don't want to be upsetting people. I also don't want to be assassinated though. I don't know why he's a councillor. We'll just apply Doge meat. There we go. So we've got 4 of our powerful councillors. That'll be right. I mean, this person's probably rubbish anyway. But yeah, this person's rubbish anyway. If he decides to get any ideas, I'll just, like, take him out of existence. I'm feeling a bit better in myself today as well. I'm less coffee. More tea today. Let's have a look at my court positions. My antiquarian is terrible. I really wish it wouldn't just put someone bad there. Like, I have all these other people. Maybe went out and decided to chop some wood. And that's maybe why it was terrible. Because as we all know, chopping wood is the number one way you can quite easily end your existence in this game. I'm fairly certain there's been like 3 of my rulers who have gone out chopping wood. Don't care about a daughter-in-law. Right. Tournament. Unfortunately, we did lose the joust. I don't know how, but yeah, we lost the joust. Increases moderately. Yeah, we'll increase my score moderately. Can I do any... Right, I've got that culture. It's been a little while since I've played, so I just need to re-get the hang of everything that I was doing. So apologies for that. I would normally load up a little bit earlier and just double check everything. But I kind of shit the bed on that. What lifestyles are going? Learning. Yes, learning. Cool. Cool. Right, let's go back to this. I can visit that after 10 days. I become fat again. My God. Bring me the scamony! I probably won't even be able to do that because oh, there's not even an option to lose weight. The hell? So there's no option to actually lose weight, but that's probably because I'm travelling anyway. How did I become a fat fuck while I'm travelling? I'm playing this game called Away, where you're a sugar glider. You see your parents die, trying to find your baby sister. It's brutal. What's a sugar glider? Is that like a little monkey or something? like a flying monkey. Oh, god damn it, I just spilt my drink all over myself. Why am I so dumb? Well, that's my leg that's wet. You know, I should have just drunk it out of the goddamn bottle instead of pouring it. Useless. Useless! Donkey! Oh, total idiot sandwich. Oh, there we go. Right. I'm no longer wet. Visit the Tawny Grounds again. Yo, Kite, welcome, welcome. Yeah, kind of like a squirrel, like a flying squirrel thing. What you mean wet? I just spilt my drink all over myself. I didn't realise I'd filled the bottle real full. I opened the lid to pour it into a glass, and it just went all over my leg. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I mean by wet. Let's just do that top one. Yo, Nerd of Anarchy, welcome in. Wow, the chat's popping today. Also, I promise I'll be good today. I promise I won't be stressed like I was last time I was streaming this, because now I know that the game, there's a way around the crash that kept happening. I know last time I was a little bit too stressed. What are these? What's everyone else? Holy hell, he's got 38 in Marshall. Oh, that's me. That's me. Holy hell, he's got 38 in Marshall. I might not win. That is me. He's got a 24 in Marshall, but apparently he's not that good. Like, I should wipe the floor with all these, realistically speaking. Can I make a bet on myself? Yeah, I can make a bet on myself. Let's bet on myself. Didn't exactly happen like this, but imagine a crash on December 30th, right before the autosave. Oof, yikes. You know what, I'm going to bet on myself. We're going balls deep in this. My blade crashes with that of my opponent, Nupper. Spark sent flying as two weapons great. We both step back, circling to our left. Nupper swings at me, the sword's point thudding into the ground after passing my body. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible, ripped from his grasp. Nupper's sword cartwheels through the air, landing to both our horror amongst the crowd. A shrill cry pierces the air, ah! And we both hurry over to see Cornel on his knees, the flying sword having impacted directly into his arm. Well, no time to lose. What an asshole. A nice little autosave. So even though I have like some insane stats, like I got 38 martial and 70 prowess, my top one is only an 86% chance to increase moderately. What's his? He has 18 and 27. Now, I should be trouncing the floor with him. This is like a parent disciplining a 6-year-old child. and a child's trying to bite his ankle. That should be what this fight is. Like, I shouldn't even have to try. I could probably do it with a wooden training sword. But apparently, Crusader Kings hates me. I've completely given up on the whole give the land to a vassal with the same culture, and yes, with lovers pox will no longer be there. That's probably quite a smart thing. I do often give the land to vassals with the same culture and religion as me, just because then you have less people rising up. This guy has even less in the way of stats. So I should be absolutely destroying this guy. If this guy beats me, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. Dust puffs up around Latalam's body as he falls backwards into the dirt. I am winning this fight and everybody knows it. Amidst the cacophony of noise from the crowd, Latalam drags himself to his knees and stretches out both arms. "Enough! I've had enough! No more!" he calls out. I can see from the tremors in his body that it is not my skill alone that causes such a loss of fight. Latalam fears me. You should be proud of your fight, Latalam. So, he was basically a pussy. I swear to Christ, another vassal marries their kid to a drunk dwarf bleeder. They will lose their land. Joke of... Oh, yo, James Enix. James Enix with the jokes. Hello there. A joke of the day. I did a puzzle saying 3 to 4 years, but it took me 2 to finish. Bruh. Right, what's this person? Wait, hang on. How am I still fighting Latalam? I thought he'd give up. Oh, 2 days. I thought it meant 2 years. I mean, yeah, years was funnier. It depends on a puzzle as well, because I had a jigsaw puzzle when I was like 12, and it did say 3 to 4 years, but it was also like 1,000. I think it was like 1,200 piece jigsaw puzzle, and there was me thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be easy. A week later, I give up. Ooh, pick-up line of a day. Ooh, go on then. Throw it. Are you a math equation? Because you're a cutie pie. Fuck's sake. That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, that is a pretty good one. Right, I swing and swing again, battering away at Susie's guard. A hefty shoulder push sends him skidding backwards, legs akimbo. I see a golden opportunity. Acting entirely on instinct, I swing my leg through a long arc, the foot thundering into his groin with a heavy thud. I kicked him in the balls. My God. I gained low blower for 10 years. So I just booted him in the dick. Oh, man. Another autosave. Come on. Come on. So yeah, obviously, this was what was happening last time, but if I just spam X, it progresses me. I was telling the barista updates about my run. The other customers were there when I said I imprisoned my lover and executed their laughed. Oh man, I love like when you're at work and you tell people random stuff about a video game and people who are casually walking by hear it and they're just like, what the hell? Alright, and keep your secrets. What, actually, oh, you're pretty decent. I'm gonna buy you. Pause. No, did he? I'm buying her for the services of a champion, not because she's female. I didn't want to get sent down. Oh yeah, I made this kid my heir, didn't I? This kid, I made him my heir, and then like 3 days after making him my heir, there's a dispute in his heritage, so he might not even be legitimately mine. But, yeah, he's mine. He's mine now. He's got good enough stats. I mean, obviously I still have the options to disinherit and denounce, so he's mine. I don't care what anyone else says, he's my child. My son. Here's my boy. There he is. There's my boy. I got a joke for everyone. I'll say after reading this though. With the HRE, the capital is action. I had a claim, asked for just the county. He rebelled along with half of France. Soon all the vassals were my kin. If you want pick-up lines, James Enix with another pick-up line. Roses are red, lemons are sour. Open your legs and give me an hour. I don't think that would work on many people. But yeah, here's a good, well, it's not a good joke, it's a kind of rubbish joke. It also depends on where you live. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Now I know people might be thinking, a brick, how is that bad for your teeth? Well, like, maybe you've never been hit in the face with one. Yo, Davies, how's it going, man? Chat's popping off today. We've got all the heavy hitters in. It's a pickup from Panda Meme. Is that like a cheap version of Pantomime? Panda Meme.
Panda Meme. Teddy. Where's Teddy?
I gain Astronomer. What you all know about cadet branches, best to let it happen and grow, or breed them out. I actually don't have any clue about cadet branches, if I'm gonna be honest, man. They all just randomly make them, and I'm just there, like, cool. Yeah, I'm so glad I got this working as well. Ooh, Astronomer. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 15%. And that doesn't have a run out time. So I wonder if that That's like, I get that for the rest of my life. Are the bridges here? I don't actually think they are. They might be lurking. Ha, because I kicked that dude in the dick, I've got minus 10 opinion of male rulers and general opinion -5. Like, it's... Like it up, let me. It's an actual meme. Oh, look it up. I think I've probably told you... I apparently have a wicked hangover. I've apparently told you the brick joke before. I regularly tell it when I'm drinking. And then I normally go straight after what's red and bad for your teeth, a brick. I normally say what's blue and bad for your teeth. And people are like, I don't know. For red brick, that's just been painted blue. It's such a crap joke, man. You will become the owner of Favour of a Lady. Favour of a Lady. What are they? She's strong. The Aragon. Yeah, I don't really want to have sex with any of them. They ain't got very good stats. So, I have a match to focus on women. I'm out walking Acon when suddenly I see my cousin-in-law, Lady Morgana, approach with a beautiful black dog. Before either of us can react, Acon and the other dog take off. Ooh. Are they going to come back in a few months' time with pups? On the plus side, at least Acon's no longer lonely. Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a gun. Get in a van. Bruh. Right, so we're in a melee. My cousin-in-law, Lady Morgana, and I find the two dogs after a while in the middle of a vicious fight. Call your mutt off! When I finally get Acon to back off, Lady Morgana leaves without as much as a backwards glance. Maybe you should have your dog on a leash then, bitch. Although they probably didn't have leashes back in them days. No, I imagine it probably would have had leashes. The hardy scrub shivers and rustles as I push my way through it. The copse of trees in a perfect ambush spot adjacent to a path to a rest spot. I do not have to wait long. Sussy shambles his way along the path, clearly looking forward to a break from the fighting. The dappled sunlight glints off his armour as the susurration of the leaves masks my approach through the undergrowth. Keeping my eyes on Sussy, I eventually get myself into prime position, merely 2 or so strides away, where he is about to tread. So I can either face him in an honourable combat, or I can ambush him. It would not be right to prevail like this. Honestly, I kind of feel like just ambushing him. Oh, that's a lot of experience in Hastiludover. Yeah, we'll face him in an honourable combat. I win the duel. Nice. Nice. I bet Sussy's going to hate me after this. Every single time this dude's been against me, I've abused him. The first time, I think it was the first tournament, the joust, I'm fairly certain I broke his shield. And then the second one was that one-on-one. What did Batman say to Robin before getting in the car? Dunno. What did Batman say to Robin before getting in the car? Ha! Get in the car! He probably said, get in the Batmobile! Did you hear about the time when Batman was having problems with a Batmobile? And he didn't know how to fix it, so he called Robin to help him. And he said to Robin, Robin, check the batteries! And Robin looked at him and was like, what's a Terry? I love all the Batman jokes. Come on, we need to win this melee. The ploy was a... Oh, I forgot I had an incense lit. I wondered what all that smoke was in my fucking eye. It's my incense. The ploy was a stunning blow. The tide shifted in my team's favour. Multiple riders breaking free as we overwhelmed their flank. Racing away towards the opposition's camp, we can only hope they reach it before the same happens to us. My team is clearly in better shape. Victory is so close I can taste it. I can see the heralds begin to make their way onto the field to signal the conclusion of the event. The end draws near. One more push! Huh, that's what she said. I can't remember if this is a third competition or the fourth. That one was so bad, it made me question the follow that I gave, lol. Which one, my Batman joke? Holy cow, time goes so fast. The other day we planned a party, it's tomorrow. So, wish my parents a happy 50th. Wow, 50. Congratulations to your parents. "50 years. Oh, anniversary, 50 years together. Holy cow. I don't think anyone would be able to put up with my bullshit for 50 years. I don't know if I should visit a different locale. Because I always do the tourney grounds. The artisan quarters never seems to really do anything. The tent camp you can dick people over, but I don't think my intrigue's very good. The tavern you usually just get drunk. You just reduce your stress. And a village, it's usually just you go in there to try and buy shit. So I normally just pick a temple because I can pray. And I can often... well, apparently I didn't get anything for going in a temple that time. Right, let's go back to the tourney grounds. The tourniquet. There we go. Next is wrestling. I wonder if I'm going to accidentally, like, pop my thumb out of place this time. Oh, look at Nupper. I'm against... My guy looks so swole. My guy genuinely looks like a wrestler. Look at how hench he is. Like, this scrawny little twat. I swear down, if he wins... I'm gonna put some dirt in your face. Pocket sand. Pocket sand. Keep it simple, keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Let's punch the cunt in the liver. I got that one. There we go. I will face Prince Fasty. My god, this dude's even skinnier. And even worse stats. How did he even get through? He's got terrible stats. Even though he's robust. My guy's just there like, yeah man, I'm gonna eat this guy. There is nothing like a good wrestle to truly bring sense to life. Everything is sharper, brighter, more distinct in sound, sight and smell. It is enough to make a man feel superhuman, and perhaps depriving one of a sense would do the opposite. I contemptuously weave left to avoid an incoming grapple from Fasty, and as he recoils, unleash a mighty two-handed clubbing blow to both sides of his head. Fasty bellows in agony, trickles of blood rolling out his ears. It is clear this bout is coming to a quick conclusion, but the wild attempts at a grapple being thrown in my vague direction imply Fasty is going to get his revenge or be felt trying. We'll fucking do it again. Well, let's just do it again. We'll fucking do it again. The crowd bays for blood. Let's punch him in the liver. A fine contest. Prince Marbold of Salzburg. See, this guy's got better stats. 1839. I mean, I should still wipe the floor with him. Because I'm 41 and 84. So I should still wipe the floor with him. Marbold lands on me hard as his grapple sends me toppling to the ground. Immediately we both begin struggling for a better position. I attempt to flip him off me, trying to capitalise the opening. Marbold tucks one of my arms under his knee and begins working to end the fight entirely. Desperately, my free hand grasps for something, anything to use. Half blinded by the dirt, I can feel air, then the rough, coarse fabric of wrestling clothing. Then suddenly, a buttock cleft. If I don't do something soon, this bout is as good as lost, and so my thumb unfurls from its fist. I'm gonna thumb him in the arsehole. I gain a nickname for Dirty, and Prince Marbold gains Walking Funny for 3 years. Just gonna jam my thumb in his arsehole. Oh my god. Yeah, my guy's really swole. He's also obese, so he's essentially like Eddie Hall. Not that I'm saying Eddie Hall's obese, but obviously he's not thin. Let's punch him in the liver again. Let's just punch everyone in the liver. We're gonna win this by playing dirty. Thumbing people in the arsehole, throwing dirt in the face, and just punching livers. Condemn him for his transgressions. I won. I actually won. My champion's crap. That's like the fourth one he didn't even qualify for. How do I have such a bad champion, man? If they are blind drunk, it should be trivial to wind them up. Let's maybe wind them up. Yeah, let's wind them up. Oh, what the fuck? You may not qualify. Why? What the hell happened? Did I get injured or something? Did my guy, like, go off cutting wood or something? Why did I just randomly lose all my qualification shit? I've not got any negative modifiers out. Oh, I bet someone sabotaged me or something. The dicks. Right, let's go pray. Oh, I think that might be bugged now. Because that's the second time that's happened. Well, we might not be qualifying for the archery then. Eddie Hall, strongest weightlifter, strongest weighted barlifter ever, unless it's been beaten. I don't know if it's been beaten. It said I won't qualify, but I've qualified, so I don't know what that shit was all about. I don't think I'll win though, because it's archery. So this guy's taking his shot. Oh dear, I feel a ticklish throat coming on. Just put him off as he's taking his shot. My guy's such a cock. In the words of Obi-Wan, so uncivilized. I'm just over here like Gollum. And just being the absolute troll of a tournament. I flex the bowstring a few times, limbering up and take a deep breath, mustering all my control, drove a bow into the air, slowly lowering it in line with target. As soon as the arrow leaves my fingertips, I intuitively feel the shot is a good one. Moments later, a satisfying ping confirms it. I've hit the target nail on its head. Cool. I remember one time I was doing this, I fired my shot and accidentally hit someone. I am one with a bow and the bow is with me. I am one with a bow and the bow is with me. As I draw the string to my chin, I feel a faintest tremor in my arm. I release in a panic, but the damage is done. The arrow flies wildly, wavering in the air before whistling right past the target. The crowd groan and I put my head in my hands. What an absolute cock. All you had to do is hit the damn target, CJ. So yeah, I only won 2 of them. I won the prize armor and the prize urn. Count Marcus's team carried the Dana melee. My team won the melee. What are you talking about? Hang on. Yeah, that's a point. I won the duel, the melee, and the wrestling. I should have got 3 things. Prince Marbold had the finest arm in archery. Yeah, I won the melee. So why didn't I get a prize for winning the melee? I don't know. This game can be a bit weird at times. But it definitely said I won the melee. Well, that's for tournament anyway. It feels like it's taken 5 weeks to complete. I might be slightly exaggerating. Maybe if I didn't do all the silly voices and read everything. Huh. We got a lot of renown points for doing that. So, from me winning them 2, we got 50. From that guy winning, we got 50. And Duke Vigfus, I think he was the one hosting it. So we got 1,000 renown from that. Cool. Right, well, first things first, I don't think I've got enough. 1725. Yeah, so I do have just enough. What was I going for? That's Max Sway Scheme's general opinion. That's Dread, Natural Dread. I could go down the Guile scheme. The only problem with that is I don't really think I'm going to be doing Intrigue. But then the last ones are pretty good. Oh yeah, I've seen like loads of stuff Eddie Hall's done. Eddie Hall is actually such a hilarious guy. Like, if you ever watch any of his stuff, he's got a YouTube channel and some of his stuff is so good. He's actually just competed in a MMA match against, I think he's like Ukraine's, one of Ukraine's ex-strongest men. But this guy was actually an MMA guy. I think he'd been retired for a little bit. Mariusz Pudanowski, I think he was called, or something. I probably actually butchered the pronunciation. But, yeah. Everyone was like, oh yeah, Eddie Hall's bitten off more than he can chew. He's gonna lose. And he did really well and won. I should probably go down the customs route. Yeah, I think we'll go down the customs route. I don't really want the learn language, obviously. But the other stuff, like the promote, yeah, so some of his stuff is actually really good. I follow him on YouTube, and he's always releasing fun videos. Although recently someone's gone to his house and like tried to harass him, and he was chasing him down the street, and they've made up some absolute garbage story that there was there was like his fans and there one up to when like no good basically. But there was 3 cars all outside his house and he has like CCTV and everything. So it's clear that was up to no good. Like, let's bring the Scammony. We need to start losing some weight because my guy is fat. My guy is the noticeably F80. So we need to bring the Scammony. Can I upgrade any of my realm? Parabajon. Dart of Royal Armory. We can upgrade the windmills. We'll do that. I saw one when Tyson Fury's brother punched him in the stomach and he just took it. He's that strong, can bend metal frying pans. Yeah. 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 To be fair, Tyson Fury's brother is no pushover. Like, obviously he's not the strongest guy in the world. But yeah, Tyson Fury's brother's no pushover. I like watching daft stuff as well, like influencer boxing. There's a lot of like different influencer boxing stuff, and some of it's hilarious. Right, I don't know. I think it was Rafinha. Was it Rafinha who I had a feud with? I'm sure it was them who I had a house feud with. They decided to get up to no good. They decided to get up to no good. I mean, I can probably take over most of the world before the game ends. So I think we just go on a bit of a conquer now. Oh, I have hostages with them. Also, they're at war with Smolensk. How? How are they going to be at war with one of my vassals? Fair enough. Vladimir. I could fight Vladimir. Vladimir. Like, invade them for the kingdom of Vladimir. I don't think I have any hostages. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's take Vladimir. Yes, we will take Vladimir. How many troops do I even have? Oh, I am going to stomp the shit out of these. I can also increase the size of my men-at-arms. I didn't even realise I could do that. Have you ever seen that women's UFC fight with professional MMA fighter? Went easy on morbidly obese woman, challenges her, went for a plunge, fell, knocked herself out and drank a Red Bull. I think so. Yeah, I think I might have seen it. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I have. Let's just raise them all. Are you ready for the horns? Choo choo! Here we are, the horns. You can be organising the army, bro. Funny thing is, they did a weigh-in beforehand. He's in the one where it was like a sort of exhibition MMA fight. There was this one really fat guy against 3 athletic women. I'm not sure if the women was actually MMA fighters or not. I think it was like Russian or something. And yeah, there was this one like incredible fat guy. He kind of looked like Blob from the X-Men. And he was in no way any good, but they made him look good just because how much weaker than him they were. But he still has a certain charm. I should probably be careful. I'm probably going to get stressed. That's interesting. They're attacking me on 2 fronts. A war on 2 fronts. Well, if it's a war on 2 fronts for one, it's a war on 2 fronts they'll get. I'm actually leading that army. Cool. Oh, that's interesting. They're gonna go that way. Don't go that way, mate. Bring me the scammony! I kind of feel mean just raising my entire army to defeat these, but at the same time, screw them. It's like when a professional women's football team took on a men's school team and the women lost badly. You know, that wasn't just any professional women's team. That was the Americans' Wild Women's Champion team. It was actually their World Cup team. Yo, Rickety Bridge. No, that's no problem. Alex, cool. I obviously wasn't even planning on streaming today. It's only because we got no D&D. And I was just like, yeah, screw it. I kind of feel like I should probably stream and chat to a few people and that. You know, I kind of feel really bad for these. I've just matched their territory, and I'm just absolutely humiliating them. But at the same time, who the hell are they fighting? They're fighting someone else. Oh yeah, they was fighting Smolensk, weren't they? Yeah, it is bad. It is bad. You know what's even worse? The fact that, like, the US women's team was, they was, like, making loads of noise about, like, equal pay in football, despite the fact that it's a business, and obviously women's team and men's team are paid differently because of the amount of revenue they bring in. It's nothing about gender. And yeah, and then they get absolutely destroyed by a bunch of 15-year-olds. It's kind of funny. I have taken Vladimir. Yes, Vladimir is now mine. We will unite all of Russia, comrade. I am Vladimir. Right, let's grant this to... Let's grant it to my son. It proves that men are faster, stronger, and even more skilled in sports, even if I hate to say it. It depends on the sport, doesn't it? But yeah, the majority of sports. I mean, it's also why they have weight categories in sports. One thing I do need to do is I need to allow marriage. I need to modify his contract. Fortification rights, war declaration, Abuba. Same with this guy. Allow marriage. Modify fortification rights, war declaration, Booba. Negotiate alliance. Negotiate alliance. That's not even been created, so we'll create that. And then we'll grant this to my other son, Prince Sigtrigger. Sigtrigger. Actually, no, they're my champions. He's my caravan master. So he'd stop being my caravan master. Prince Bigus. Might give it to him, because I don't think he's entitled to any of my actual land. So he can have the Yaldom of Raisin. And then we do the same thing with him. Modify contract. Fortification rights, war declaration. Boom. And negotiate an alliance. Boom. We didn't allow marriage there. Allow marriage. Boom. Cool. They will all accept. My sausage. You can teach my sausage. You can convert the faith and the culture. You can give me money. You can give me money. You can get ransomed. What did everyone have to eat today? I had a pizza, a big old sourdough pizza, and it had mushrooms, ham, and a couple of different cheeses on. Really nice. Really nice. To be fair, female martial arts like judo could take on a man in the same sport if a man was less skilled, taller. Yeah, 100%. Judo's all about trips and flips. You don't have to be physically stronger, you just have to have a better technique. Ooh, he has a martial of 32. What's yours? Right. So if I put King Tyke there. King Tyke there. And then I'll replace you with you. Boom. I'm surprised that guy's not dead. He's only 67. You had pizza leftovers for lunch. That sounds cool. I actually do like leftover pizza. A lot of people are like, leftover pizza's disgusting. But, you know what we call them? Childish. And I'll be damned if I'm losing an argument with a child. Yeah, it's about using a strength against them. Exactly. So chat, why do you can have it room temp cold hot? We have breakfast pizza. Pizza is legit. Yeah, 100%. You know what? Breakfast pizza's actually really nice. Like, I've had a pizza, not regularly, or not recently, should I say. I had a pizza a while back. It was a sort of take on a breakfast pizza. It had sausages, like finely sliced sausages, black pudding that was crumbled up, egg, and spinach. Oh, from what I can remember, it was so nice. Rich, but so nice. So, where should I start taking over next? Obviously, I've been trying to take on the Christians, the Catholics even, which is why I've been sort of like hitting these places, because once I like destroy the Catholics, well, I've pretty much already destroyed them, but once I destroy all the Catholics, then they won't be able to rise up against me in holy wars. See, they're like orthodoxy, so they might still. So I think my plan is to expand some of here, take over smallish lands, maybe something you can beat without raising your whole army, so it doesn't slow you down all. That's like pretty much everyone. Oh, my ribs hurt when I cough. King Onfroy has changed the court language. Now he speaks Arabic. Why are you speaking Arabic, bro? The King of Ireland apparently speaks Arabic. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wait a minute, I know why that is. That's because the King of Ireland's down here. He's here. So he's basically been taking over these lands. So now he speaks Arabic. Fair enough. Close call, could go either way, yeah. Oh look, Yoruba land. Mali. Cool. Yeah, so, do I have any hostages with these? I don't think so. No, I don't. So, like, am I right in saying if I... Oh, no. I was going to say, am I right in saying if I invade the kingdom, I'll get the whole thing that I take over? But I don't know if that's the case. So, like, I don't know if I invade the kingdom and I take all the places, do I get everything? You seize all titles within Grand. I won't call it a brick pizza because there's no such thing. But I'd agree with give my chatting a rest. Phone's nearly dead. Oh man. Rip your phone. I swapped a hostage earlier and then started a war so it would be executed to help my succession. Wow, what an ass. I could just do the Grand Principality of Galatia Volhynia. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Like, I think that said they have like 15... Sorry. Pulled out all the stops with that Harold Godwinson run. Oh, nice, cool. So they have 15,839. And what do I have? See, I could probably even do that with just my men-at-arms. My first 1066 start has no doubt been my hardest. Try saying that to someone in Italy, breakfast pizza, they'd slap you or won't serve you. Yeah, but to be fair, like, Italy will slap you for anything. Italy would spit in your face because you drunk coffee at the wrong time. You're there like, oh yeah, I just really want coffee. And they're like, no, you do not have coffee at this time. In all fairness, I don't even think I'm going to be getting that much lag. Dee dum dee do way. Yeah, they decided to try it, and there was like, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to. In Italy, I wouldn't ask for pineapple either, but I've still had it on pizza. Mate, Italians would like absolutely backhand you if you asked for pineapple on pizza. Yeah, exactly. Coffee's afters. It's considered more of a dessert or a palate cleanser, innit? I would do whatever culture calls for. I wouldn't impose myself in someone else's culture. Yeah, exactly. And obviously it depends on what culture it is as well. A digestive, more like how Germans have digestive alcoholic shot, I guess. Yeah. That was like Jägermeister, wasn't it? One Jägermeister supposed to be like a digestive shot. Although I can't stand Jägermeister. These are just going to get dirt. I love how that one guy was like, huh, it has become a habit to walk Akon daily. I am not sure which of us enjoy the fresh air and the sun most. Akon bounds ahead and looks back at me and barks as if to say catch up. And just like that, I have learned to speak with animals. Oh yeah, Oktoberfest was fun. Yeah, I did like the Oktoberfest. Oh yeah, I'm in the army, so I can't even do anything, can I? Can I upgrade any of my stuff? Castle. Was it 10 years ago, really? Jesus. We're getting old, man. Where the hell am I? I'm here. You know, I didn't even check my... Holy crap, I've got a lot of prisoners. I was like, I didn't even check how many prisoners I have. I have a lot. We'll have a public execution for this old guy. He's apparently part of my dynasty. Probably not that long ago, but it was around that time when he had the frog statues. Ah, yeah. I have just, yeah. So they're somehow members of my dynasty. Cool. But yeah, they're randomly members of my dynasty. That's cool. My place is quite big. How have I become obese? I've literally just been walking my dog. I've just been walking my dog, and also I'm trying to I'm trying to have effort to lose weight. I specifically requested the Scamini. Bring me the Scamini! Can see my king's jowls from here. Right, let's enforce demands. Boom. Let's disband my army. Boom. Oh, look how big and magnificent my land is, man. Create this title. Give this title out. Give it to my nephew. Give it to my baby. Boom. Then we will go all the way down. Modify vassal. Allow him to declare war. Fortify. Boom. Gonna usurp that from this idiot. Grant this to someone I want. It was when I was drunk. I leaned on that store table and collapsed. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That. Yeah, that was class. That was so funny. Yeah, he just went down like a sack of chips or something. Yeah, that was genuinely hilarious. Yeah, he was incredibly drunk. Why is that guy married to Gollum? Look, this guy's married to Gollum. Gollum! Gollum! Yeah, I changed his title. I don't even know who she is. I don't know, she's someone. Yeah, this game is so fun. I actually love this game. I don't think I'm going to play another game for a long time. I mean, obviously I will end up playing other games, but this will always be a staple of games I play. It just reminds me so much of when I used to play the Total War games, and everything in life felt like it was okay. Everything in life felt like it was going good. What's, he's not my heir. He's robust, genius, and beautiful. Let's have a look at the filters. Traits. Oh yeah, 100% we need more content. Yeah, definitely more than once a year. I agree with you there. Prince Wisława of Poland. Or Princess Wisława of Poland. They're related, apparently. I mean, that checks out. They're probably related to everybody. I can still taste blood in my throat when I cough. Just because I've been coughing that much. I'm not selling it, Econ. You can keep your dirty hands away from my dog, you prick. Like, Wars and Wardens was okay, I guess, but I want to see Legends of the Dead and that. Yeah, exactly. I want more things. I think we should probably, like, actually go for this guy staying alive a bit longer. What was his other? Oh, that's right. He maxed out Marshall, didn't he? This guy's Eminem. Marshall Mathers. Oh look, I could go to a grand tournament. I can't get there in time. I could have gone to a grand tournament now. I think Davey said the Harold playthrough was going quite well, if I remember correctly. Oh wow, I can have 38 champions. That's a lot of champions. That's a lot of damage. We'll increase the size of them. Mangonels. When I've got trebuchets, it's over for everybody. I love how I haven't got a single horseback unit. It's so weird that, like, these I can't make them vassalize. Like hell in a handbag. Very entertaining, still alive. Have succession worked out, but you're playing tall because HRE already fell in Francis. The blue cat gobbling up all the bits. You survive 2 murder plots and your wife whacked you ravel. That is actually pretty cool. You know, maybe I should just like try and sway this guy. If I sway this guy, then he might like decide he wants to vassalize. Because these smaller places, they should like... I don't even know who the hell that is. Oh, that must have been because of Vladimir. Vladimir must have had like some sort of civil war or something. I'll say we fight Greater Moravia next. Yeah, we'll fight Greater Moravia next. Although, what's the factions looking like? Yeah, they might not like me. Also, I can now convert faith as well. Right, what are they? I think they're Catholic. Yeah, they're Catholic. They're Orthodox. So we need to push the Catholics off first. Hashtag F for Catholics. Took Wales, but I've handled 1 succession. So it's all going to 1 person. That was pretty smart. Ach, no, not Scotland. Does he actually have... Yeah, he has a guardian. And what was your education? Right, so he was going stewardship. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, we need stewardship. Playing tall, I don't want to go to war, then I can get backdoored with another war. Yeah, exactly. What's that? Diplomacy and learning. Maybe I should change it to learning. Yeah, F the Irish. Yeah, you know what? We're going to change his learning to education to learning. Because that'll go better with his child trait. I was just going to say, you know what? I'll save it. And then I remembered I can't save it because I'm playing on Ironman mode. Let's work out some of these prisoners. I'm so glad I can just, like, kill people now. Now my guy's not compassionate. Didn't want to kill you, but you die. Convert or die. Them's the only options. Giving me a weak hook would also be a good thing, but I'll accept a conversion. I don't even need to recruit them, to be fair. just a simple conversion would be ideal. Just be like, yes, you are now converted. Oh, I can ransom him. A Geralt. Oh, little Geralt. We'll just demand she converts. What's her stats? She's hunchbacked. Fair enough. She's got no good stats. Make him renounce his claims. Can we do everything? Can't quite do everything to him, but we can do the majority of it. He really hates us. Then you die. Go F with the Irish, yeah. Ah, the autosave. Blessings be to the autosave. What's everyone got planned for the weekend then? Anything interesting? Holy hell, I can demand a lot of payments. It's Memorial Day weekend here. I'll probably do some grilling, maybe come off the bench for a beer or two. My father was former military. That's cool. It's always good to remember the ones we lost. The real OGs of life. But we're definitely a stronger breed than what we've got now, that's for sure. I'd say I don't think I could be in the military, but I don't think they'd want a little hobbit in the military. A little blind hobbit. I'd be like Steve Rogers in the first Captain America movie. They'd just put me up in dress me up in like a little uniform and make me dance for morale. You know, if I'm going to be honest, I don't even know why I decided to go on this hunt. Well, you can train commanders. Free prisoners. I mean, you're old anyway, so... Did I actually do that last thing without a master of a horse? I should probably employ a master of a hunt as well, since, you know, we're going on one. Court poet. I'm a poet, don't you know it? Why does that person have a giant penis on the head? I guess we're taking a penis head. Right, let's go by type. Just gonna scroll down, just make sure none of the ones that I actually want are going to be destroyed. Holy hell, I'm getting 123.1 renown a month. That's crazy. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Ah, ooh. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't ask me where that came from. I haven't even been watching The Lion King. Cool. So none of the stuff I care about is getting destroyed anytime soon. Why is that still showing a 1? Is that prize armory? Does it want me to click the details on that? Yeah. Number of knights 1. That's number of knights 2. The goblin crown. Goblin D's nuts. A hermit would be a great addition to my entourage. Hell yeah. Yeah, we want a hermit. We haven't had a garden hermit for a while. I love being able to demand payments from my vassals. Demanding payments from me is good. Name a film quote and add "you son of a bitch" at the end of it. Hakuna Matata, you son of a bitch. It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground, you son of a bitch! It's treason, then, you son of a bitch. Well, now she's my garden hermit. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope, nope. Manual labour is beneath me. We're not going to chop any wood. It means no worries, you son of a bitch. Well, let's hope the 1% chance to die doesn't hit. Because that would have been most unfortunate. Ooh. Villagers pay me. I'll be back, you son of a bitch. Hey, yo, Adrian! You son of a bitch! I will break you, you son of a bitch. Oh, I like The Wolf of Wall Street. I can't remember many quotes on it. Yeah, that Rocky one was good, wasn't it? I'm trying to think of ones I can actually do the voice for as well, because I do actually like doing the voices. I like doing daft voices, even though I might not be fantastic at doing voices. I like doing them. I mean, I'm not bad at doing voices. It's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, you son of a bitch. I know that's technically a TV show, but semantics. Jurassic Park. Life finds a way, you son of a bitch. Ooh, what other good quotes can we add that to? I mean, it works for pretty much all of the Star Wars quotes. Your new empire, you son of a bitch. Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy as father and son, you son of a bitch. Chat, please join in. yeah, I want chat to join in. This is a fully interactive thing. Ooh, Sisu's died. My rival, nice. Holy hell, this guy looks like Gandalf the White. He's obviously just told his team to run so he could steal all the XP on the Balrog. You shall not pass, you son of a bitch. Where we're going, we don't need roads, you son of a bitch. Good old Back to the Future. That was such a good one, actually. Yeah, that one was top tier. Not gonna lie. Since it was a stupid decision, I have decided to. I've elected to ignore it. You son of a bitch. Yeah, that's that's a good one as well. My counsellor Sedwin died. Yeah, it was Samuel L. Jackson in the Avengers. James Enix. Hulk smash! You son of a bitch! Oh, puny god, you son of a bitch. Alrighty then, you son of a bitch. That's a good one. Potatoes, mash 'em, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew, you son of a bitch. Or just any time Frodo sees Gandalf. Gandalf, you son of a bitch. No, Akon, Noah, follow him. Wait, Noah's my heir, I think. Let's just I'll personally find my pet. Huh. My dog went off and killed a squirrel. Nice. I didn't even realise I still had someone in prison. Frodo. Gandalf, where was you? Gandalf, I was delayed, you son of a bitch. Oh, I've thought of a good one. It's the scene where in Harry Potter, Voldemort's doing that like little weird laugh. He's like, you son of a bitch. Oh, Hagrid, you son of a bitch. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. The food was amazing. Yeah, the Hagrid one's quite funny. Because he's always saying I should not have said that. He's always coming out with some absolute tripe. I can't believe I'm only 4 followers away from affiliate. That's crazy. Do, 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 do. Let's follow the duck. I do it all the time. Oh, God's sake, still a duck chase. A wild duck chase. I do that all the time. I always follow the duck, and it never does anything. But I just can't help myself. I'm like, ah, there's a duck, let's follow the duck. Like, literally every time. I think it's just there to be like a red herring. Like, it is literally like a wild goose chase, but a duck. What's, how old's my children? Odd. He's 4. Gondor calls for aid. Rohan will answer you, son of a bitch. Can challenge this guy to a trial by combat. Let's do it. Maybe the best man win. Let's bully him. Let's strike parry riposte. Fool, take this. Maggot, you think you can stand against me? Let's try and bully him again. There we go, I bullied him. Commanding the unwashed is a slightly different art to commanding those of higher birth, but the tools it's given me to prove effective nonetheless. As I thunder out insults and threats at the top of my lungs, is taken completely by surprise. When I switch from thunderous bawling to powerful cleave, jumping backwards in a reflexive fear. Instinct is fast, but it lacks finesse, and my foe shows this by dropping his sword as he springs away. I'm already midway through preparing a killing blow when he hastily yields. You're killing me, Smalls, you son of a bitch. Just ice was served. Oh, I've thought of a really good one. Wanna know how I got these scars, you son of a bitch? Or, why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face, you son of a bitch. I didn't want any of them. I legit wanted a throne. We're gonna pet Akon, so he's not as lonely. I am vengeance! I am the knight! I am Batman, you son of a bitch! No, an even better one, Why do you say that name, you son of a bitch? Welcome aboard the Black Pen, Miss Turner. You son of a bitch. I can't do Blackbeard's voice. I think it's Blackbeard who says that. Slackbeard. I think we still got a hostage from Rafinha. Oh, we apparently don't. Well. Captain Barbosa, same thing. I'm gonna get absolutely shot alive in the comments, but same thing. Captain Barbosa, Blackbeard. It's from the original series, I think, in the Arkham Knight, where he plays Joker shooting Batman, and Batman chokeholds for Joker. Doesn't he also say something similar in the new Batman movie? The one with, what's he called from the vampire movie? I know he calls himself Vengeance in that. You know what, I actually like that Batman. I went into it thinking he was going to be absolutely rubbish. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the bigger critics. And I was like, actually, this movie's pretty good. Robert Pattinson, was he called? I think he's called Robert Pattinson. But yeah, I didn't think he was going to be a very good Batman, and he actually was pretty good. I'm not sure who my favourite Batman is. Maybe Christian Bale, maybe? He's a good Batman. My favourite Joker's Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger Joker's good. But, obviously, that's live action. We all know the Mark Hamill Joker is, like, so superior. But, Mark Hamill's never actually done a live action Joker, I don't believe. There's just something Mark Hamill's got about him. He's just so good. Yeah, I liked it. But I like Batman film or cartoon with action and drama. Recent Batman film with Robert Pattinson felt like a detective drama. Yeah, I think we tried to steer away from the whole, like, the only thing Batman's good at is punching people in the face. And I think we tried to make it more of a, like, focusing on his actual detective work, because he's supposed to be the best detective. Although I think Sherlock Holmes would have something to say about that. I liked the oh, what was it called? The Justice League. I like the Justice League. I know it got a lot of flack, but I quite liked the Justice League movie. I thought a lot of the castings were pretty decent. I think the only casting for me that I would have chose to, like... Ooh, one sec, what's this? 95, cool. Yeah, the only casting I'd have personally changed is Ezra Miller being the Flash. And that's no slight to Ezra Miller. Obviously, I know he's done some questionable things outside of the movie, but I'm obviously talking about just the movie. But I think we should have kept the actor who did the Flash in the TV show. I can't remember what he's called. But I think that actor is just such a good actor. I really liked the DC TV shows. I watched pretty much all of them. Like Gotham, I really like Gotham. Gotham was good. It was probably one of my favourites, Gotham. Arrow was good. The Flash was actually my favourite. Probably The Flash, then Gotham, then maybe Arrow. I liked Supergirl, but I don't know. It got a bit rubbish as it progressed. I don't remember it that well, but the bonus scenes in the extended edition explain so much. Yeah, they cut a lot of this stuff out, didn't they? In the Justice League movie. And I know they cut a lot of it out. To be fair though, the runtime of the movie was quite big as well, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was something like 4 hours. Yeah, I know the runtime of the movie was quite big. In all fairness, I do like a long movie. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, I can't sit there through a long movie. But I actually quite enjoy a long movie. Obviously, it's better if you're at home. I only have one kidney, so if I'm having to try and sit through a long-ass movie in the cinema, I have to, like, tie a knot in it or, like, cross my legs or something. The contemptuous fiend! There we go. We now have Rafinha. We'll disband all of these. Booba. My god. my land is just vastly spread. I do feel I need to, like, put a halt to the raiding temporarily, though, because we're probably going to get some sad, upset people. They're probably going to rise up and be like, no, we don't like you raiding too much. Yeah, I think sitting in cinema for 4 hours or in cinema would get you up a few times to go to the toilet. Managed to do 3 hours while drinking a large drink, but only while watching Endgame. Yeah, Endgame absolutely slaughtered me. Just because obviously I needed to get up and go to the toilet. So yeah, Endgame did a number on me, but I was like, yeah, I can't go to the toilet, because if I go to the toilet, then I'll miss something important, and I'll be coming back and I'll be like, oh, what happened? I'll tell you something though, one thing I will like to see, and I know they've made a TV series, I'd like to see a Titans movie, you know, like Teen Titans, whether it is Teen Titans or whether it's like the adult versions of Titans. I'd like to see that as an actual standalone movie. NGLZ. Hello there. Where did I start the save? I'll show you in just 1 second. Sorry, I've just taken somewhere over, so I'm just doing some stuff. So, I'm the Baltic Empire. I own like pretty much everything around here. I started in Gotland, and then I did a Varangian adventure to Grobbin, and yeah, I just expanded from there. When Robin is Nightwing, yeah, I mean, obviously, he turns into Nightwing a bit later on, doesn't he? But yeah, I own a lot. I own this bit down here, but I've never actually stood foot in this place. My vassals have just taken it over. They're doing the Lord's work for me. Also, the Catholics keep trying to fight me. They should really know now that, like, they're not going to be able to. They should really learn the lesson. If I was a Catholic, I'd just give up. I'd just be like, yeah, no, we're completely cooked. Huh. Fair enough. He's a bar steward. The very start, 867. Sorry, I should have said that. Yeah, 867. Nearly every time I do a start, it's 867. I'm not sure if I've actually done a start that's not been 867. Obviously, at some point, I was gonna do a different start. I was thinking maybe... Well, I'm toying around with ideas, to be honest. I'm toying around with a bunch of different ideas. Like, one of them was thinking about doing like a 1066 run to try and settle England as the Vikings. But, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, when this ends, I'll probably have like a discussion in Discord or something. What's that? Odoyev. Right, I need to give that place away. Just give it to this guy. Then that'll bring me under the domain size. I'm gonna alter his contract. Fortification and war rights. Boom. There we go, he can build his own stuff. We just have the vassals. I wonder if they made a new 52 film of the Teen Titans when Starfire and Nightwing are adults. And I think it's Raven, Damian, Wayne, Robin, Beast Boy, and I think Terra. New 52 is set in an alternate timeline. After when the Flash went back in time to save his mum or something like that. Oh, really? What, is that animated or something? Because that'd actually be quite cool. I'd definitely watch that. Am I not swaying this guy still? I thought I was swaying that guy. Animated film and comics, yeah. Oh no, it was maybe the other guy I was swaying. Oh no, I am swaying him. Yeah, I just want him to like me more. Where could I find that film? The new 52 film. Because one of my favourite TV shows growing up was the Teen Titans. So anything to do with the Titans I really enjoy. I did like the new Titans TV show they did, although I wasn't keen on Starfire. They just changed her a lot as a character, but I kind of get why they did it, because her original character wouldn't have fit in with the dark and nitty gritty of the direction they wanted to go, so they kind of had to change her character a bit. You can watch the films alone, but it's in a certain order. It starts with a flashpoint paradox. Yeah. 90% of the problems in the DC universe is because of a speedster. I remember in the Flash TV show, there was, I can't remember if it was actually the Flash or someone else, but someone did basically try and go back in time to change something. I think it was the Flash. I think it was when his wife died and or got killed. I think the Reverse Flash killed him and killed his wife or something, and he decided to run back in time to try and save her. But I didn't watch it much after that. Oh, it might have been Zoom actually, not for Reverse Flash. Although they are essentially just the same person. Like, I'm fairly certain a Flash becomes Zoom in one instance. We need to think of a different conversation to have because you can watch all the animated films, but I'm not sure. You may have to watch them on a dodgy Fire Stick or the internet or dodgy website. Right. Is it like the sort of like on the American version or something? Like American Netflix or something like that? Because I know American Netflix have a lot better stuff. Right, so have you set the Kingdom of Vladimir? I should probably give it to someone who owns a lot of land in Vladimir. Like, who's this guy? He's a king of Scotland, so I'm not giving it to him. Maybe give it to Apollier. Not sure. Sometimes you won't find some things on streaming services. Yeah, exactly. It's like sometimes it's like, yeah, it depends on where your region are, because some things are region locked. Probably Prime on Netflix is your best bets, yeah. Probably like Amazon, maybe Amazon Prime, yeah. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how many people you can share Prime with. Because if you can only share Prime with one person, then obviously it's like one of those, isn't it? But I know JJ has Prime on the TV in the living room, so I could just be like, yeah, since you're not going to be in the living room or probably using it, do you mind if I go through? There we go. So we've done them. Cool. Ow. Just twatted myself on the nose accidentally. I am willing to prove remorse. No one. Grow up. Alright, I've got one. So, there's been a rift in the space-time continuum. Marvel and DC, both of their universes are clashing. No one knows what's going on. And everyone's hostile. You need to pick 3 Marvel heroes or villains and 3 DC heroes or villains, and they're the ones who's going to try and protect you from everyone else. Who's your picks? I think for me, you've got to have a brawler in there. The big red machine, lol. Is that Captain Russia? Or is that Iron Man? Yeah, oh, my empire. My new empire. I think for me, you've got to have a couple of heavy hitters. That's like a no-brainer. And also when I say like heroes or villains, I mean like the base form. So not like Thanos with all the Infinity Stones. So if you was picking Thanos, it'd like literally just be Thanos base form without the Infinity Gauntlet. What did that even do? Really, just patronage. Significant piety. Gains renown when constructing temples. Yeah, that's crap. I don't think I can change it though. Yeah, I probably can't change it for like another 50 years or something. 1363, yeah. I think from Marvel, you've got to pick the Hulk. Because not much can kill the Hulk. You got to pick the Hulk. And then I think Scarlet Witch is probably my second pick. And then I think my third pick is going to be probably Doctor Strange. Oh, hello there, Gold Keys. Yeah, Superman. Superman would be an absolutely goated pick. Like, gotta pick Superman. Because, I mean, obviously, there's a lot that can not affect Superman. Obviously, he's weak to magic, though. So, would Black Adam be a better choice? I think Black Adam might be a better choice than Superman, although Superman does have some broken powers. You can have them both anyway. You could have Black Adam and you could have Superman. Yeah, Black Adam and Superman. Because then whatever's going to put Superman down, Black Adam can probably tank. Like, he can fuck with a magic, Superman can't. And he can also take on anything that's got kryptonite. And then I think I'm probably gonna have to pick Raven. Because she has some bullshit demonic powers. Like, Raven's powers are absolutely broken. And it's kind of wild I've picked 3 magic users. Like, so James Enix has gone with Green Hulk, Scarlet Witch and Doomsday. Doomsday's DC, no? Obviously, you pick 3 Marvel and 3 DC, and then the rest are trying to kill you. Ooh, a little bit of lag. But yeah, I think they're my picks. Obviously, Magneto's a good shout, but see, the thing about Magneto is his powers are very limited. Now, if you send the Hulk after Magneto, what's he gonna do against the fucking Hulk? Like, if the Hulk's not wearing anything metal, he's just wearing his little cloth pants, and the Magneto's like, oh yeah, have a train, the Hulk's just going to rip the train apart, or just run straight through it. At least if it was, like, someone who had metal, like, if he sent the Juggernaut at him, he'd just be able to, like, crush him using his own helmet. Like, Magneto would 100% be able to take out a lot of the heavy hitters, just because they'd all have some sort of metal. But he ain't touching someone like the Hulk. And even if he started to try and, like, mess with Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch, they both have reality manipulation, so they'd just be able to mess with him anyway. Oh, but you know who I did You know who might be better than a Hulk, though? A Phoenix. Yeah, that's essentially how Doctor Strange beat the Hulk. He just kept sending him to, like, different places in space. It was just like, there you go, you're the other side of the galaxy. Good luck coming back. You might eventually come back, but you're not going to be able to hit me. Also, Doctor Strange has a bunch of, like, bullshit as well. He's like, he has that cloak which can protect him. Ooh, Doctor Strange, yeah. Green Hulk, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, you've gone with the same as me. And then Superman, Shazam, and Doomsday. There's some pretty decent picks. So you sort of agree with me in Superman, but you've gone with Shazam over Black Adam. That's interesting. I mean, Shazam and Black Adam are essentially the same, aren't they? It's just Shazam's more good, whereas Black Adam, like, the difference between Shazam and Black Adam is Shazam is a kid. He's legitimately a 13-year-old child. Billy Batson, I believe he's called. So he's like, he's a child basically, so he has a child brain. Whereas Black Adam is an actual man. Tef Adam, I believe his name is. Doomsday's a good pick, don't get me wrong. Doomsday's a good pick. I'm not going to pretend I know much about Doomsday. Like, I know a lot more about Marvel than I do DC. I just know there's some really heavy hitters in DC. Obviously, DC, a lot of their heroes are real overpowered. I mean, there's Dr. Fate. The only reason I didn't pick Dr. Fate is because I don't know much about him. And I already have Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. And I feel Raven's probably more overpowered than Dr. Fate. Because she literally has demonic powers. You know, I'm tempted to actually change Superman. I'm tempted to change him. Because, yeah, Superman's powerful. And he's not weak to a lot of things. But he's weak to magic. And he's weak to kryptonite. Yeah, Dr. Fate, I think he is DC's version of Doctor Strange. I watched the movie with him in and he didn't really explain much about his powers and that. He has, like, the little magic metal helmet. But he seemed kind of trash, in all honesty. Ooh. You know what? There's actually so many heroes that I slept on who I haven't thought about. Like Ghost Rider. Like, you can't actually kill Ghost Rider, I believe. Because when you kill him, he just goes back to hell. Like, I don't think you can kill Ghost Rider. I think he's one of those that is, like, kind of unkillable. Because if you kill the host of Ghost Rider, like, if you find somehow a way to separate the Spirit of Vengeance from the host, he'll just find another host. It's kind of like Venom, the symbiote. Although you can kill the symbiote Venom. It's just really hard. But then it's like, if you've got Scarlet Witch, she could just fucking turn the Spirit of Vengeance into a bouquet of flowers, probably. Or, like, Doctor Strange can, like, yeah. Have you seen Invincible? It's DC and Marvel on crack. Yeah, I've seen the first season. Unless Superman or the Flash can get to Strange. Strange is a big problem for everyone, same as Scarlet Witch. Yeah. So, the reason why I picked Superman over the Flash is because Superman, I believe he's technically has faster reflexes, which is going to sound like a wild take, given the fact that he's a speedster who can literally time travel. But I believe Superman has some bullshit in him where he's technically a bit faster. but also the Flash isn't anywhere near as strong. Like, if he hit you with a really big run-up punch, then yeah. Superman reversed Earth's rotation to flip time around, lol. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could both essentially reverse time. It's just, I believe, obviously, I'm not as big of a nerd with DC as it is Marvel. And you're 100% not picking a speedster for Marvel. Holy shit, they've all broken up into little places. Yeah, you're not picking a speedster from Marvel because I think the fastest speedster is Quicksilver. Or air quote speedster. Because there's other characters that probably can move faster. But it's like, yeah, Quicksilver's not that fast. Quicksilver would get absolutely shit on. I did like the movie, the X-Men movie. Oh, I got a new throne. Macedon throne. Have I just been stealing people's thrones? That's vassal tax. What's that do? That puts my tax up to 201. What's that do? 203. Right, we'll go with that one. Yeah, I know there's so many heroes out there with a lot of bullshit. Like, I mean, obviously there's Deadpool, but the only problem with Deadpool is he's not actually strong. He's just annoying. Like, he wouldn't be able to protect you in the sense that other heroes would, but there's no real feasible way that the majority of heroes or villains have of actually killing him. They'd put him down, he'd come back, they'd put him back down, and he'd just keep coming back. Like, he's just irritating like that, he's just annoying like that. He'd just keep coming back. Like, they wouldn't actually be able to keep him put down. Deadpool would get leveled, yeah, exactly. He has guns and regenerates, but yeah, his bullets definitely wouldn't do anything. Now, there is a way Deadpool could level the playing field. There is ways he could level it, but they are quite few and far away from each other. Now, if somehow Deadpool managed to get inside, like, one of the military bases, so like a Hydra base or something like that, and he managed to get himself some energy weapons, he would theoretically be able to take out some people, but it's whether he'd be able to take out enough, and I don't think, realistically speaking, he would. So that's why I don't think Deadpool's in the conversation, because I just don't think he's strong enough. Like, he don't have enough about him. He's a good shout if you wanted one person to survive till the end, because most people wouldn't actually be able to keep him put down. Like, Scarlet Witch would just turn him into a rabbit and that. Like, she can pretty much do anything. Like, she's one person who can, like, pretty much destroy anyone. It's just, you know, whether anyone's going to be good enough to be able to get to her. Like, if it's a big-ass melee and there's all these people fighting in the middle, realistically speaking, someone like the Flash would be able to get to her. Because if she's concentrating on everyone else who's fighting, she's not concentrating on a speedster moving at the speed of light. But then she could just create some sort of field of slowness and everyone would just move incredibly slow. In Invincible, Omni-Man, which is Superman, took on a version of Batman, Green Lantern, Flash. Yeah, I have seen Invincible. I've seen like bits of it. When I worked in a care home, one of the people who was 2-to-1 who never come out his room, he had Prime, and we'd often put Prime on. Obviously, if he wanted to come out and turn it off, put something else on, that was his prerogative. But we weren't really supposed to go into his room, only if we knew he was up to no good. So we'd just sit in the living room and watch stuff. So we did watch the first season of Invincible, and I did quite like it. The Viltrumites are really powerful. See, there's even, like, you could even argue Spider-Man could be thrown into the equation, because there's not many people out there who can really hate Spider-Man that much, and with his bullshit spider sense, like, unless you're basically the Flash, you're not going to be able to realistically land a punch on like Spider-Man. He can dodge out the way of things that are moving pretty much near to light speed, thanks to his spider sense. But then, in the melee that's going to be happening, would his spider sense get that overwhelmed? He would eventually get hit a few too many times. Like, I think that would probably happen. Yeah, Ant-Man could definitely cause some havoc. Like, obviously there's heroes out there who would be able to easily counter him. But yeah, Ant-Man could cause some havoc. I still think the way that they should have beat Thanos is by depositing Ant-Man in Thanos' butthole, and he just expands from within. Because how are you going to stop that from killing you? That actually happened in The Boys as well. There's a guy who could do that. He could go super small, and he crawled inside someone's butthole in a Boys who was all having like a cocaine party or something. And he just sneezed, expanded, and coated everybody in blood. The Immortal is just a guy from Earth who always comes back to life unless you remove his head from his body after he's killed. Kind of like Deadpool then. He's immortal. Although with Deadpool, you've got to kill him on like a genetic level. Even if one single cell of Deadpool's like is still there, he can come back. Like he can basically come back from near cellular destruction. There's only a few heroes out there who could be able to like physically destroy him. And it's like, aside from someone like Doctor Strange or like Scarlet Witch, I think the Phoenix could do it, because obviously she has a Phoenix Force. So she could probably fully kill Deadpool, but she's also one of the good guys, so... Yeah, Viltrumites are just an evil version of Kryptonians. Think, Mark! That was funny, that. The memes from it, like, what was it? Look what they need to mimic even a fraction of our power. Something like that. Oh, he dies but comes back, like, to life like Superman. I mean, Superman can be killed. Superman's not invincible or, like, immortal. Superman can 100% die. He's just really hard to kill him. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a comic that was called The Death of Superman, and it was all about Superman dying and other people having to pick up the pieces. I could be completely wrong. I might be making that up. But I'm sure it was either a comic or like some sort of like animated thing. Monthly renown. Interesting. I don't really need the renown though. Well, I've got a lot of stuff. I can't believe I had that many artifacts. Yeah, that's in New 52 film, but the comic came first, yeah. I thought it was. I thought it was right. Sorry, this bit's a bit boring. I'm just looking at all the chests I've got. Looking at chests. Dirty bastard. I could get rid of that because that's actually not that good. And I could put this one because that gives me more monthly renown. And I literally just said I don't need renown. But there's nothing really better. Cool. Right. Well, I'm bored of looking at them now. What are these factions? They're all too weak. Ooh. Holy shit. How have I got a daughter out of like 60? Do we have any new followers? No, I don't think so. I've been naming them after my followers. Yeah, slinging it. Also, I can't believe I'm so close to affiliate. I'm like 4 followers away. So, if anyone's still watching and not followed, please bless me with a follow. I will love you forever. Call it a Vanna long dick. Oh, I'm only 55. Cool. So, let's pick an education for her. She's not actually that great. We'll go with diplomacy. We'll make her a Diplo baby. Oh, good job I paused it then. That was a brutal sneeze I just did. On the subject of brutal, I'm just gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute. I'll leave my character sheet up for you to read my stats. If I pause the stream, people get confused. They always do. Need to... There we go. Right, back in a minute. I'm back. 1313. Time's almost here-ish. Yeah, exactly. I've seen a lot of these King of the Hill videos, you know, where they'll put like a bunch of different heroes against each other. And I'll be like, oh yes, which one comes out on top? And there's been people who are like, oh yeah, Superman wins it every single time. It's like, you're such a moron. Like, Superman, yeah, he's good, we get it. But there are heroes out there who would be able to beat him. Like, Superman is not unbeatable. Huh. Fair enough. It's like, people seem to forget the fact that Shazam can, like, no-diff Superman. And, like Shazam's really powerful. It's just he has the brain of a child because, you know, he's literally a child. And by that logic as well, Black Adam would also be able to no-diff Superman. Although Black Adam would probably be able to beat him a lot faster. Because Black Adam's an actual intelligent person. Like, he's not a child. It's like, yeah, the powers overall as good as Superman? Probably not. They don't have, like, the laser vision or the ice breath or the poison farts, but they're still, like, super powerful in their own right, especially when they're against someone like that, who's weak to magic. That's one of the things people never understand about Superman, and also the fact that Superman can't actually fight properly. Like, he's not trained in that many martial arts because he's never needed to be. He's been real lazy in his martial arts training because he's like, well, I don't need to learn martial arts. Nothing can hurt me. So I don't need to learn how to like throw a proper punch. I just do this one big wind up punch on anything that can take a punch. Anything that can't take a punch, good luck stopping me. I remember actually in a TV show, I think it was a Supergirl TV show, there was sparring, Supergirl and Superman was both sparring, and Supergirl actually beat him in a fight, and he was like, we don't tell anybody about this. And it's like, yeah, you don't tell anybody about this because you're embarrassed you got beat by Supergirl. We're not going to go for a wedding. We're just going to try and take over more places. I think we take Hungary next. Hungary or Greater Moravia. We'll go with Greater Moravia. Hungary can live another day. Ooh. They have the Principality of Hungary. Well, we'll take Greater Moravia. Superman has more experience in fighting, right? Than who? Supergirl? Because, yes, Superman has more experience in fighting than Supergirl. It's just Superman. So the difference between them is Supergirl has actually been trained by people who know how to fight, whereas Superman hasn't. So Supergirl's not as strong. Supergirl's nowhere near as strong as Superman. So she actually needs to know how to fight. Whereas Superman's like, yeah, I can tank a planet exploding. I don't need to know how to fight. So when he comes across someone who knows how to fight, he's at a disadvantage because he doesn't really know how to fight properly. That's why if Superman came across any of like the big heavy hitters in Marvel, who he's weak against, I mean, because obviously he's only got like a couple of weaknesses, magic and small green rocks, kryptonite. So like they're his only real weaknesses, magic and kryptonite. But if he came across someone who knew how to fight in a physical sense and used magic or kryptonite, he'd get absolutely destroyed. Like if Iron Man, for example, I know obviously he's fought Lex Luthor before, and he's won a lot of the fights, but he's also lost some. Like, Lex Luthor is essentially similar to Iron Man, but Iron Man's better, because he's more calculated and he's a bit smarter. If Iron Man got his hands on kryptonite and made a proper kryptonite suit and went one-on-one with him, but wouldn't they both have the same endurance? Strength and endurance if I have the same strength. You mean Supergirl and Superman? Because, no. Supergirl's not as strong as him. I can't remember exactly the reasoning. But I think it's because she's maybe not like a true Kryptonian or something. I think depends on which comic you're going by. I believe she only became Kryptonian because of a blood infusion. I could be completely mistaking that though. But yeah, so Supergirl's not as strong as Superman. I don't think she has some of her powers either. I think there's maybe a couple of powers that she doesn't have that Superman has. But she can fight better. It's like for example, there's one person in the DC universe that Superman is actually scared of going rogue, and that's Batman. Because Batman's mastered pretty much every martial arts known. And Batman's obviously got a lot of contingency issues for if anyone goes rogue. So if Batman ever decided Superman was too much of a villain, Batman would be able to take Superman down. And I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, Superman would never get beat by Batman, he can just fly away. But that's not exactly winning then, is it? Like, if he has to fly away, that is not winning. That's just living another day. But if Batman had a suit that had kryptonite in it, or he had like a magical suit, he'd 100% trash Superman. And the same goes for Iron Man. Like, Iron Man can make some absolute bullshit suits, and if Iron Man had kryptonite, he'd just be able to absolutely slap Superman. I can't speak. Well, I can't speak, but I know what I mean. Iron Man with basically Lex Luthor tech. I mean, He even he even has suits for different people as well. Kind of like Batman. Like he has the Hulkbuster suit, which was a suit designed to take on the Hulk. Now I'm not saying he'd have something similar to take on Iron Man. Iron Man wouldn't have something similar to take on Superman, I don't think. I think he'd probably make it a little bit more slender, more maneuverable. But Iron Man in his own right has some bullshit suits. Like he's got one that's made of nanobots, I believe. And I think he has like, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like some sort of like magic suit, I believe he has. But yeah, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that a mortal who is just really smart could beat him. They just have to be really good. And Iron Man in his own rights, whilst he hasn't trained martial arts as good as someone like Batman, he still knows martial arts. He still knows how to fight. He just, obviously, physically wise, he's not trained. So he doesn't have like the same physical endurance as someone like Batman. But he still knows how to fight. And give me your thoughts, tell me if I'm just spitting absolute tripe. But I don't think I am. I mean, Batman's a ninja. He's trained in pretty much every known martial arts. Like, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but some super Batman nerd out there will know, and is basically trained in pretty much every single known human martial arts. And then there's probably a couple that you don't know. Like, even if there's people out there who ride the dick of Superman, yeah, if you level the playing field and you give Batman kryptonite or magic, like, Superman's going down. If you give him both, it's over. Like, there's no way Superman's winning if Batman has both magic and kryptonite. I mean, it's not exactly cheating, is it? He's spent his entire life training, and he's only mortal as well. Don't forget, he's only mortal. So, yeah, he's going to be able to level the playing field by being able to hit Superman. But if Superman actually hit him, he'd still get really badly hurt. It's just Batman's pain tolerance and endurance is like peak of what a human can be. Kind of like Mike Tyson in his prime. Like, I don't think anyone knocked Mike Tyson down in his prime. But it's like, it's hitting the guy. That's the problem. Like, yeah, he's still a human, and you can hurt him, but it's being able to hit someone who's studied pretty much every martial arts and mastered them. No, I'm still talking about how shit Superman is. I'm just saying if you level the playing field and give Batman kryptonite or magic, then Superman won't be able to win a fight against Batman. because Superman don't actually know how to fight properly, whereas Batman's trained every martial arts known to humans. At most, he's trained in ninjutsu and battlefield martial arts like jujitsu and others. Oh no, I was just comparing Batman's superhuman physical endurance to that of Mike Tyson. I mean, obviously he's trained in ninjutsu. He's definitely trained in jujitsu. I know he's trained in boxing. He's probably trained in like Muay Thai probably. It won't surprise me if he knows Muay Thai. Obviously knows MMA. But MMA is just a bunch of different ones thrown in together. But yeah, Batman knows pretty much every martial arts out there. He's specifically trained in them. I guess that's essentially his superpower. He's just a martial arts nerd. Oh no!